Good morning, everyone. Today we'll have a new math lesson. It's chapter 10, lesson 7. And you can see this lesson in your book on page 599. Estimate and measure liquid volume. What does liquid volume mean? As you can see here, liquid volume is the amount of liquid in a container. Now, we want to understand here how can we measure the size of liquid in a container? How much liquid does each container have? If I pick any container and I fill it with water or any liquid stuff like juice, and I want to see how much liquid I have in this container, that's what this volume mean. How much liquid how much liquid this container has. Okay, how much liquid, how much is holding. Okay, and the unit I will use here is liter. The unit that I will use here is liter. So it's liter. So the liter is the basic metric, the metric unit for measuring liquid volume. So if I want to find the volume of any liquid, the unit that I will use is liter. We call it liter, and we write it as L. I mean liter. Okay. What is the tool that I will use to find to find the volume of any liquid? Look at this picture here. Look at this picture. It's like a measuring cup. It's like a measuring cup. It's bigger than the measuring cup. We call it beaker. We call it beaker. If I fill this beaker with water, okay, or any liquid, and I reach this area, exactly this area, it's mean I fill this beaker with this water. It's mean I fill it with it's liter. The liquid here, the volume of this liquid, it's liter, because I fill the whole beaker with water or the liquid, any liquid. So the amount of liquid that this beaker holds is 1 liter. The amount of liquid that this beaker holds is 1 liter. Okay, sometimes I will not fill this beaker with water. Maybe I'm gonna fill half of it. I will not fill the whole beaker. So how can I measure the volume here? I will say I have less than 1 liter, because here I will estimate. I will not give exact number, I will estimate. I will see, does this beaker hold the whole amount of water, so it's 1 liter, or less than, it's mean if I fill half of it, or sometimes I'm gonna fill more than 1 liter until here, until the top. Okay, so if I reach this area exactly, if I fill this beaker with water until here, this mark, it means I fill it with 1 liter. I fill this beaker with until 1 liter. Less than, I will say less than 1 liter. If I fill more than, I will say more than 1 liter. So here, I may give you some examples for different containers, like what you can see here, and here, and here, and I will ask you, does this container holds more than 1 liter, or less than 1 liter, or about 1 liter? So you will compare this container with this beaker, the size of it. You will compare the size. If it's similar, if the size of this container that I'm giving you in any example or any questions has the same size like this beaker, so it's mean it holds 1 liter. If this example or this container big size more than the beaker, so it means hold more than 1 liter. If any container less than this beaker, the size of this container less than this beaker, it means holds less than 1 liter. Look at this small milk container. Look at example 1, small milk container. Now, do you think this small milk container hold more than 1 liter or less than 1 liter or about 1 liter. So I will compare this size of a small milk container with the beaker, okay? The real one, of course. So this one, it's less than because it says small. So I will say less than 1 liter. Okay, look at number 2. Large milk container, large, it says large. So do you think this one holds more than 1 liter, less than 1 liter, or about? So compare this container with this beaker. So it's large, it's written here, large. So it's more than 1 liter. Okay, look at example 3, eyedropper, eyedropper. Okay, you know the eyedropper, the one that, the small one that sometimes you can see it with medicine. It's big, we use it for picking liquid stuff. Now, do you think this eyedropper hold more than 1 liter or less or about? It's very small. It's very small tool. So it's less than 1 liter. Less than 1 liter. Okay? So do you understand right until here? It's super easy. So I don't want you to give me exact number. You will just estimate. Is it less, more than, or about? And again, you will compare the container that I will give you with the beaker. Okay? Look at the next page here. Okay, look at this question, number 1. The beaker is filled with water. Is the amount more than 1 liter, about 1 liter, or less than 1 liter? So look at this beaker, okay? And look at the amount of water here. I fill it until the end, until the last mark here. And as you can see here, what's written here? It's 1 liter. So I filled the whole beaker. I filled the whole beaker. So is it more than 1 liter or less or about? It's exactly about. About 1 liter. About 1 liter. Now look at the next question. Estimate how much liquid volume there will be when the container is filled. Write more than 1 liter, about 1 liter, or less than 1 liter. Look at number 2, cup of tea. Cup of tea. Okay? So do you think this cup of tea holds more than 1 liter or less or about? It's very small cup. When I'm comparing this, the size of this cup with the beaker, the size of this cup with this beaker, which one is bigger? Of course, the beaker. So this less than this beaker, so it's hold, of course, less than 1 liter, right? Because it's very small size. Now look at number 3, kitchen sink. You know the sink in the kitchen that we use it for washing dishes? Okay, when we fill the whole sink with water, it's very big sink. Do you think this sink holds more than 1 liter, less than, or about? Compare this sink, the size of this sink, with the beaker. Compare this sink, the size, with this beaker. So of course more than 1 liter. More than 1 liter. Okay? Look at number 4. Number 4, teapot. Look at this, the size of this container with the beaker. And of course, not this one in the picture, the real one. Imagine the real one with the beaker. Do you think it's holding more than, less than, or about? What do you think? So it's about. It's about 1 liter. About 1 liter. Okay, so again, if I give you any container and I'm asking you to tell me, sorry, the volume of liquid that inside the container, you will just compare this container, the size of this container with the beaker, okay? More than, less than, or about. Okay, look at the next page. Look at the next example. Again, estimate how much liquid volume there will be when the container is filled. Write more than 1 liter, about 1 liter, or less than. Look at number 5, pitcher. Pitcher, you know the pitcher, the one that's holding juice? Now, do you think this pitcher hold the juice, the size of this or the volume of this juice, more than 1 liter, less than, or about? What do you think? So compare again. Compare this pitcher, the size of this pitcher, with the beaker. It's about 1 liter. So there is not enough space. Okay, about 1 liter. Look at number 6, juice box. Juice box, you know this juice box, the small size of the juice box? Okay, now this juice box holds more than 1 liter, less than, or about. Again, compare the size of the juice box with the beaker. It's a very small one, so less than 1 liter. Okay, number 7. Look at number 7, punch bowl. Look at this container here. It's holding sweet stuff. It's very big size. So do you think this holds more than 1 liter, less than 1 liter, or about? Again, we will compare it with the beaker. Remember the beaker? It's like the measuring cup, okay? Is this beaker have the same size like this punch bowl? So it's more than, it's big. More than 1 liter. More than 1 liter. Okay? Okay, do you understand it until here? Look at the next question. Use the pictures for 8 to 10. Okay, so we're going to use this picture in front of you for answering questions 8, 9, and 10. Rosario pours juice into 4 bottles that are the same size. Okay, look at this picture, X, Y, W, and Z. We have 4 bottles here. All of them have the same size. All of them have the same size. But look at the liquid inside. Each bottle holds different size of liquid. Each bottle holds different size of liquid. Look at X. It doesn't hold that much liquid. Look at Y. It's hold like more than X. W, it's filled with liquid, and Z, it's filled until the middle of the bottle. Okay, now all of them have the same size, but the amount of liquid that each one holds is different. Look at number 8. Did Rosario pour the same amount into each bottle? Okay, did he fill all of these bottles with the same amount of liquid? Do they have the same size of liquid? No, they are different. Now look at number 9. Which bottle has the least amount of juice? Least amount. It doesn't fill too much juice. Which one? It's X. Okay, do you remember my own style in X? So I will erase it to make it clear. Sorry. Okay, X. So bottle X. Look at number 10. Which bottle has the most juice? Which one of these filled with with juice? Which one? X, Y, W, or Z? So W, because it's filled with juice, the whole bottle. Okay, so in this question, super easy. It doesn't have too much complicated information. All of them have the same size, but you have to tell or estimate which one filled, which one has less, which one has more, or about. Okay. Hopefully you understand the lesson. It's very easy. It doesn't have that much complicated information. You just have to estimate. Tell which one has more or which one filled with more more than 1 liter or less than 1 liter or about. Okay, so you don't have to tell exact number, just about, less or more. Thank you for listening, all of you. Hopefully you understand the lesson very well, and you can check your Coursera account to see your homework. Thank you.